Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over a coin called Hbar or Hedera. Interesting coin. Decided to do a little bit of research on that. You guys just landed here, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and if you feel like that, I'm just going to ask, make a donation. I got a couple links down there to PayPal. Buy me a coffee. If you like the content that I'm producing, keep the channel unbiased from outside sources, okay? I'm not going to fall for the trap of having companies come along to influence the direction of the channel, because that's usually what happens. That's usually what happens, guys. Now, I was going through doing some research into Hbar and looking at it, and it's kind of an interesting coin. But I also landed down here, and here's 3-4 weeks ago. These are two coins I told you to pay attention to right here: Polygon and Aave. Polygon up, Aave up. Okay, so people pay attention to my channel, follow my channel, are making money, while the other people are still on Twitter crying about interest rates and inflation. So, but it lets you know, followers, they got in. Remember, take your profits. So let's go over Hedera. Trading at 6 cents. It's just even today. Here's a couple things that I wanted to show you. This is here the circulating supply. You want to pay attention to that. Could have inflation issues. That does not mean it can't pump. It means it can still pump, but long term, it could have issues down the road. Here's another thing I was looking at too. Look how low the trading volume is on this coin, guys. Really low, 12 million. Just to give you an idea how low that is, Dash Coin has about 70 to 75 million of 24-hour trading volume, and Hedera, Hbar, only has 12. Now, that could be a negative thing. Some of the other guys come around into the channel and say, the bear market blues guys, they have the bear market's blues, said, Hedera coin is dead. And maybe they're right, it is dead. But here's the positive thing about it. You know, usually when markets reverse, or maybe an asset like Hedera, Hbar, is going to be doing a trend reversal, it's usually when everybody says it's dead. Go back and look at it. Look at the chart, Google Trends for when Bitcoin was dead. When did that pop up? Usually, if you see the trend, people said Bitcoin is dead, or they're searching it on Google and Google Trends, and right around that area, and then it turned around. Go check it out. So here's the other thing that is nice about this coin. I was going through this here and look at the allocations. It looks okay, guys. It's nothing spectacular about the allocations with the coin. You know, these guys in here, the founders, those guys want to make their money. So that's, you know, understandable, the trading pairs. But this is what I was looking at. You know, this coin, it's been around for a while, since like 2017, but it's like on crypto.com. It's on KuCoin. It's on Binance. It is on OKCoin. All these is exchanges. You know what that means? That means when Hbar finishes its correction and then it starts trending up into a first wave, and it comes down into a second wave, and all the bear market blues guys come back out and they say, told you so, they'll reverse on a third wave, and all the people can go buy the coin and become third waivers, and then that's how you make your money, is off them. I'll show you as an example. Let me go over here. I'll show you something, okay, guys? So let's say, as an example, it's the psychology of markets, right? Let's say Hbar is right in this area, finish this correction, just as an example, and it's going to go up onto a first wave, right? Okay, so people see it. They're not going to believe it. They're not going to believe it. Think about it. If it goes up onto a first wave right now, as an example only, it's just an example, and it goes up, what are people going to say? It's a whale pump. Or they're going to say, oh, it's just a fake out, right? And then it's going to come down into a second wave, right? Just like that. And what are they going to say? What are they going to say? Oh, we told you so. We told you so. And then what? Boom, just like that. And those same people that say that, where do they pop in? Where do they pop in? They pop in right here. Boom, 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 boom. That's what creates the third wave, guys. That's what creates it. They go over here. They go, okay, where can I buy this coin? KuCoin? Oh, yeah, let me go over there and get it. And that's what they'll do. That's what makes that big wave like that. That's how it works. It's the psychology of the markets, guys. So let's go back over to Hedera. Sorry about that, a little bit of a rant. So there's a couple of questionable things. Twitter followers, you know, they got a good amount of Twitter followers. They're active on doing some tweets here and there. And then I went to their website and I was looking at this. Now, I would definitely say that this is not a decentralized coin. look who supposedly is owned and governed by the world's leading organizations. So if you support Hedera, you support all these companies. Some of them I don't even know them, but yeah, Google, Boeing, Standard Bank, IBM, Chainlink's involved into it too. So Deutsche Telekom. So that's the deal. That's the deal. And maybe they know something we don't. That could be a possibility. Maybe they know something that we don't. Maybe they do know the long-term projection of Hbar. Okay, so you can look at that in a negative way, or you can look at that in a positive way. Okay, I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, a company like this right here, Google, probably wants to make money. They're not going to waste their time, these other companies. So just all depends on how you want to look at that. But now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the chart. We're going to go to the chart and check out the technicals of Hbar. And you can see, let me go out to the weekly chart, break this down for you, because you got to zoom out at first with this coin, okay? And then go over. Now I have a parallel channel on there. And there's a possibility it could follow the channel, but I'm not going to go over it quite yet. Let's go over this, what it did. Here's a third wave peak, okay? It came back around, in my opinion, and made a failed fifth wave here. And that's a third wave peak that it hit right there. And this is a failed fifth wave that it did. And the reason I'm saying that is on the weekly, it did pop out of there to make enough of the thrust, that bearish divergence that it made from here to here, telling you now it's going into a correction, okay? I looked at it, investigated, tried to figure out what was going on with that, because it just wasn't making sense with trying to put everything together. This is the area that I'm talking about. So 1, 2, 3, down for a 4, and a failed fifth wave. That's the only thing there that makes sense for this, what happened with that coin. So now it's the count that would be something, like if you put the 2 here, count the wick, or over here, it's not really going to matter. It's already done with the count. I don't concern myself. And then that technically would be a 5, but the 5 should have been something like that, but it didn't make it. So it was in my opinion, failed fifth wave right there. It's a diagonal type move and just worked its way out. It actually, if you take a look at this, guys, I can put it on the line chart. You can see it almost went right past that third wave right in that area. So it's questionable, but that's what I think that it is. And then what is it doing? This here is a leading contracting diagonal. Wave 1 is longer than wave 3. Wave 3 is longer than wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and A, B, C, like so. Okay, A, B, and then whizzing down on C. Where is the targets for an A, B, C? Well, usually at a correction like this, it's going to be 1.618 with cryptocurrencies. So if I throw a fib extension on there and take that whole wave just like so, and it's already hit 1.618. So the target area that I'd have for a coin like this is already would hit it is 0.006 cents, and it could go down to these areas of 0.042 cents. You have to look at that as a possibility. It could extend down there, guys. And then this is the area. It's right on top of this area. I don't expect it to breach this area. I don't expect that. If the markets get extremely bearish, that's a possibility, okay? But I'll go over the options that as far as a bearish count real quick. If you're bearish, okay, this is a ABC sequence like this, guys. So you put on here, you put A, B, C like this, okay? If you're bearish, then this coin likely will do a bounce into an X-wave bounce and swing back down like that. And that would not be good for this coin. That would really, really ruin the sequence of the coin, where it would be way over here. The long term, if it does that, bounce here, then down into here, it could still recover. It's just going to take it longer, is what I'm going to say, to recover from something like that. So very devastating. I don't think so. Just have to see how this is going to play out here on this coin. I'll tell you that looking at some of these altcoins, I'd say 90% of them I'm looking at, guys, are all coming up to finish a correction, to come in for at least a bounce, or to make a bullish move. Now, the RSI, go over the RSI with you guys, looks really good on the weekly, okay? It didn't take everything out on the weekly, on the 3-day chart, I'm down here, it almost took everything out. So from this point down to this point over here, it's pretty much almost reset all of it, okay? It's making bullish divergence, and that's okay with this coin because it's a 5-wave sequence that it's made. So the 5th wave will make the bullish divergence down there. So that's okay. And then the daily chart is looking pretty good over here. So that 3rd wave peak, and then you have it over here. It took it almost all out, and it might, I don't think it's going to take it all out over here. I think it's making a 5th wave. So we will see. All right. So here's the deal on the move. Some people are going to have probably some disagreements with me on this. So you can see this is why you got to check multiple time frames with a move. So I like to start with the daily just to kind of check it. And you can see here's a 3rd wave, deepest peak, and then another wave here, making that a 5th wave. You can see I have it marked. But if you come out to the 12-hour and do a double check, you can see a lowest peak on the RSI again over here, taking that one out, okay? So what that means is likely this whole thing is a 3rd wave, okay? This whole thing right here is a 3rd wave in my opinion. So you can see I went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down for a 5. That's a 5-wave sequence right inside there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, in my opinion, what it's making is a multiple sequence extended 5th wave. So there's another one right behind it, 1, 2, 3, and then whatever that's going to work out to be, 4, and then down possibly into these areas for a 5. And then it'll come down, and more than likely that's where you're going to see your bullish divergence, guys, right in that area. And just looking at it, it's slowing down, and that makes sense to me because it's already hit this. This is the 1.618. It's already hit that, and you can see it's trying to hold on to that. But there, you have to realize there is a possibility Bitcoin goes down significantly, that this coin could what's it at 6 cents? This coin could go down another easily 25% and go right down and hit that 2.0. Okay, but more than likely, it's looking like to me it's some sort of it's finishing off with a diagonal possibly of some sort. So like here, like a 1, and then this could be the 2, and then maybe down for a 3 like that, and up for a 4, and then down over here like for a 5, and finally end up over there. Taking probably could take another week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, who knows, just to finish something up like that. Okay, and you see that I have the parallel channel on there too. That's okay if it comes outside the parallel channel a little bit. Okay, there's no reason to panic yet. But you still see that there from where I have it right now, where it's trading at, just to even hit that end of that parallel channel is still 25% if it comes straight down, and then more like about 20% if it hits right there. But some people see the parallel channel and they see it go outside of it, and they're like, oh man, like everything's going to be doom and gloom. Not necessarily, guys, not necessarily. They can peek out of there, just like over here with the throw over. Okay, but the RSI looks good. I think it's probably in that area from that 0.06 cents where it is now down to 0.04 cents, 4 cents basically, to finish up a correction. And this is going to be the if you want to get a target for this coin that follows the channel, and this would be the 1, here like that. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, should have ended right there, 2, and then you could have something like a 3rd wave. And then maybe a 4. This is how the parallel channel will work on the long time frame, something like that, guys. So that 3rd wave probably has to come up higher because you don't want the 4th wave to come in the price territory of this wave. So I'll show you if I put a something like right there. This 3rd wave is going to need to go as high enough. Make sure this can correct deep enough so it's not coming in that price territory. But it could do something like that as an example, guys. So probably I would say that Google and IBM probably know that. I don't think that they're just throwing their money down the toilet. Hey, let's just invest in Hbar and forget about it, right? I doubt that. So this is a possibility. Like I said, there is a bearish count that you have to keep in the back of your mind, and this would be it. It'd be a W, X, and then back down for a Y. And that would break this whole sequence, and you can forget about that. If you see an X wave bounce and down in for a Y, you want to keep that in the back of your mind. I do realize that interest rates are being hiked. and the inflation right now, in my opinion, I think it's peaked. I think that 9.1% is trailing. It's trailing. That's from probably 2 or 3 months ago, and it's just trailing. It's catching everything up. It's probably already actually peaked, and then now it's starting to come down. And if it hasn't peaked, once the Fed raises interest rates 75 basis points again and blasts that out there, because you have to look at it like this. That's a significant percentage increase from where it is right now, 1.75 up to 2.5%. But the percentage is huge, and it will send the markets, in my opinion. I think they're going to realize that inflation is probably going to be coming down in probably deflationary period for a short period of time. In my opinion, if it just happens to go into a third wave, well, let me check it out just to see if it makes sense right now. So let's say it goes there and it corrects to, goes just outside the channel, take it off log and take a look at this, see what it is, a reasonable area that it would go to. You know, the first one would be about 90 cents. And let's take it back off of log to see where that hits. Probably that would be halfway up the channel, guys. That would be a halfway hit up the channel like this. So you have your 1, 2, and then that would be the third wave halfway point. Okay. No telling how that would play out. It still can't be a third wave. It'd be part of another wave. So what likely would happen is something like this, guys. So what would happen is a third wave would actually be up there like that, something like that. And what this is going to be doing with that price is that this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, or something like that, guys. And then within this wave will be your 1, 2, your 3, 4, 5, okay, and then the third wave over there like that. You know, you got to have 5. You have to have 5 in there to do that. So it would be another, you know, wave in there to make a you know, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Okay, I know it's a little bit messy, but understand it's got to have, you have to have a 5 of a, at the end you're supposed to have a 5 of a 5 of a 5 to complete that sequence. So just to give you guys an idea, it's a little bit messy, something just to check out. All right, guys, you've made all the way to my video. I do appreciate you. Drop that like, hit the subscribe button, and check the description out if you'd like to make a donation for me to keep making these videos. Do appreciate that. Peace.